Good morning. I'm Caitlin with Wiregrass Daily News, and I'm here with Mr. Ben and Mr. Travis with Strings for Heroes. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Thank y'all for coming in this morning.
Sure thing. Yeah, you offered free buffet lunch, so it's like sure thing.
I know I forgot the biscuits. I'm sorry.
Oh, musicians would go anywhere for food. That's right.
Free food, huh? So Strings for Heroes. Tell me about that a little bit.
All right, Travis.
Yeah. Okay. We started a year ago, so this is our second season. As we give free guitar lessons, start out with just veterans, and this year we're adding first responders and active military. But they get the free lessons. They get a free loaner guitar if they need one. A lot of people already have a guitar. Just had somebody called in and say, I've got my guitar, got my book and everything. So that's great. So we will start from scratch, or like this gentleman, help him out a little bit. He tried to learn on his own, and we'll correct that, get that going. So we give them the free lessons. And Ben will talk a little bit about the lessons in a second. But we're just trying to get people out, and I always kid them about releasing the inner rock star, because a lot of the veterans or active military, maybe when they were younger, before they got in the military or had family and kids and time spent with that, they always want to be a rock star. Get out, play guitar, drums, impress the chicks, that type stuff, So this is a chance for them to do that maybe 30 years later, but they can get out and do something. Also, if they're retired, it gives them something to do. They sit around and eventually give out of the honeydew list. So here's something they can do a little bit on the side after that. So we're just trying to add a little extra, and then for the active military, teach them something that maybe then they could go home and teach their kids or something like that too. And first responders, they're always on the go, so we're trying to give them a little reward for working the long hours and getting out and helping people. And like they always talking about, the first responders in the military, they're always going in when everybody else is running away. So we're trying to give them a little extra perk and say thanks in a special way for them.
Wonderful. So what do we have coming up next Monday with Strings for Heroes?
Okay. I'll let you.
Okay. All right.
Take over, Ben.
So, this coming week, a week from today, we're going to be in a new location at the Church on the Circle. There in Enterprise, and we're starting at 7:00. Give everybody a chance to run home, grab a quick bite, get over to Enterprise. And we're starting from scratch. We don't care where you are in the guitar process. If you need to know that this is a guitar that has 6 strings, or if you're more advanced, we'll love to have you come out and be with us. And we start out, for those that are just beginning, we start out using the ChordBuddy system, which was invented by Travis Perry, local resident of Dothan. Saw him on Shark Tank several years ago. And it's kind of like training wheels for the guitar. You can make 4 different chords just by mashing the button, and just easy, all 6 string sound. And we use that to work on making the right hand work and getting your rhythm and your strumming patterns down. And then along the way, we pull the first tab, the red tab pulls off, and it creates space to make the D chord for real. And then as it progresses, we move the next chord, and then before you know it, the training wheels are off, and you're playing for real with the left hand.
And you're playing without the ChordBuddy.
That's right.
Oh, wow. That is really neat. I've never heard of that before.
It's a fantastic system. We play music the first day. We'll play a couple of songs that first night, and people will see how easy it is to make music.
Can you play something with the ChordBuddy real quick?
Well, I can do a little bit of a lick, but
that is really neat.
Just by mashing the button.
Yeah. Just by
in 15
mashing
minutes,
buttons.
yeah, he can do Stairway to Heaven too. Not really. Kidding. Okay.
What is that? There's have you ever seen the movie Wayne's World?
Yeah.
And he starts to play. He's like, "Hey, no Stairway to Heaven."
Yeah. I had a music store where there's always 2 or 3 songs, Sweet Home Alabama, and cocaine people come in, and some music stores that have signs saying "No Stairway to Heaven."
That's hilarious.
So, but the Guitar Buddy, just real quick, promo for him was invented because I think his daughter wanted to play guitar. And I know from having the music store years ago, and guitar students, they always, and even trying to learn myself, I'm a drummer, but I think I pick up a little bit of guitar. But after your first lesson, you're pushing metal strings.
Yeah.
A little bit thin metal strings with your fingertips. They get real sore. So that second day, you're going like, oh, my fingers are still sore from the lesson yesterday. I'll wait till the next day to learn. Well, then the next day, oh, let me wait one more day. They're still sore. Then after about 3 or 4 days, you forget, and then a week comes by, it's time for the lesson again. You haven't practiced. So
Yeah.
the teacher has to teach you what they taught you the first time all over again. So you've wasted a lot of time. So this sort of gets you past that excuse because you don't have the sore fingers. You're pressing a button. And like I said, with the veterans, some of the older guys, you know, arthritis and ambidextrous and stuff like this kicks in. You get older, slow down. As long as you can get one finger to push a button, at least you can get started. And seriously, in the first lesson, he had them playing 2 or 3 songs just in that first lesson.
Wow.
You know, not great, but hey, at least they feel like they've done something.
Yeah.
You know, you can go home and yeah, this is what I learned, you know, and play it. So it gives you excitement. So it builds on the next week. You say, okay, I learned a couple of songs. And like I said, with literally, you know, thousands of songs with 4 chords, you're going to find something you can play, you know, even just 2 chords you can play, you know, Achy Breaky Heart, I think major hit way back, 2 chords, you know, stuff like that. So there's a lot of really neat stuff you can do with very limited number of chords. And this is a quick, easy shortcut to that.
This would have come in handy for me. So my mom had my brother and I in music lessons, and I eventually landed on piano because it was fun. Well, I say it was fun. My instructor, Martha Rose, she was a tough one. Apparently I let my wrist droop too much, so had to keep them up. But my brother, he was in drumming lessons and then also guitar, and I really wanted to do guitar, but my hands were tiny and I didn't really have much strength in my left hand, and then stretching was another issue. So that would have really helped me out a lot.
So which finger's one in piano? You remember? Which
finger is one in
Number
piano?
1 in piano?
Oh my gosh. All I remember is FACE, and every good boy does fine.
That's a lot.
I remember that, but no.
So 1 is the thumb.
1 is the thumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then if you're going to do more than, if you're going to do a whole scale 1, 2, 3, and you cross over with the thumb, right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes guitar and piano players, they struggle if you're piano going to guitar, because on guitar, this is 1. On piano, this is 1. So we have to figure out which one's number one.
Is 1.
But after that, we're off to the races.
Do you also play other instruments or just guitar?
So my background is I have a master's in music education from Jack State up in Northeast Alabama. Marched with the Marching Southerners back in the day. And we had a great rivalry with Troy State.
Yeah, Troy had the good music department here. We had the good band. They had the leftovers. If they couldn't make the Troy band, then we would send them off to Jack State. It's like a Class B band.
That's right.
Hey, Troy alums, go Trojans.
That's right. Got number.
That's our favorite saying at Jack State is "Whoop Troy." You know,
whoop Jack State, whoop Jack State,
whoop Jack State. It was a lot of fun. Got a lot of friends from Troy, and we had a lot of camaraderie there with the Troy State folks. But we. When it was game day, that was a little bit different. But
things got a little more serious.
Oh yeah. I was from the Troy band dating a girl from the Jack State band. So
that's right.
It was fun up until that one day.
But
I'm sure that was complicated.
But they're great friends, 364 days out of the year, just one day a year. And of course, I think the rivalry's kind of fallen by the wayside.
Yeah, they went to different classes.
They're in different groups.
I think Jack State's coming back up now to the class to the big guys school. They played Auburn a tough game a few years ago. So, Auburn was down, they were up. But your brother must have been a very handsome guy, because remember the drummers in the band are always the good-looking guys. So.
He's a handsome fella.
See, that proves it right there.
And his name's Duran. He was named. My parents were big fans of Duran, so they named him Duran.
Oh goodness. Okay. So anyway, I got the degree from Jack State. I was a band director, and then I came to Wiregrass and taught elementary music, and we did choir, and also we did guitar as well. And so I taught here in the Wiregrass. I taught guitar for 8 years, and then I also taught guitar up North Alabama. So, so I got a master's degree in music, and really loved teaching. And after I had retired, Travis and I were having lunch, and he was telling me he was trying to get this program started, never could get it off the ground. And I'm like, well, guitar in the Wiregrass. So
I've got a pretty big resume. I could help out.
So so we started last year. We had about 10 or 12 vets come be with us. It was a lot of fun, and we're hoping to have a even larger group this year. We're expanding it to the first responders, so we're looking for a good time. and helping folks to make music, have some fun that first night, and then carry that as far as they would like. We'll get them all the basics and everything they're going to need, and then if they want to take it to the next level, we'll recommend a private teacher for them and let them go even further down the road.
So tell me again, the vets, the first responders, actives, do they need to already have an idea of how to play guitar, or they can start from scratch?
It doesn't matter where they are on the journey. If they need to start that, okay, this is a guitar and it's got 6 strings, or they're way down the road, but maybe just a little rusty, well, they want to tune that process up, we love to have them come be with us, and wherever they are in their journey.
And tell me again, when is this happening? Where is it happening?
Travis?
Next Monday, 4 o'clock. I'm sorry.
The 4th.
August the 4th.
August the
4th? Okay. August the 4th, next Monday, 7 o'clock to roughly 8:30 at Church on Boll, Weevil Circle, which is actually the name of the church. It's Church on Boll, Weevil Circle. It's located on
Boll, Weevil Circle.
Next to the
landmarks.
Yeah. Okay. High school, Enterprise High School is next to it. You're coming from Dothan, you catch 84 around, you pass Lowe's on the left, go through the intersection, you see the high school on the left, where you see the sign, high school way back.
Yeah.
But then you see, actually want to see the church, but you see their sign, top of the hill. You turn in just past it and you go up to the church, and we'll be in the back there.
Okay. All right.
But you can Google it on the map. It'll pop up there. But it's just a great way. And just real quick, touch on ChordBuddy. If somebody has problems, you can even lay the guitar down and strum it that way. Push the button, strum. If you have the other hand, if you're say your right hand is messed up, push the buttons with your right hand, live and play, strum with your left hand.
Really
so you can flip around. There's so many ways that this is great. And Small World thing, he mentioned we were sitting down, I worked with him in other business things, and I talked about the guitar. Turns out he had been using Travis Perry's system. I played in the band with Travis, and he taught guitar for me way back. So I knew about the ChordBuddy. So it's like just one of those little God wink moments where all the little pieces come together.
Love it.
And it's like, well, we all know each other. We're just putting this all together. So this is a great thing. He's helped us out with some of the ChordBuddies, and he makes nice guitars too. So plug for his business.
That's great.
He's done a lot for helping the veterans in the area. So great guy.
That's really wonderful.
Yeah. I used the Perry guitar and the ChordBuddy for 8 years. High school students carried them home every day. They held up very well. When I left, they were still in great shape.
Great.
So I'm a believer in the Perry guitar. I use one myself. It really served us well. And I was showing Travis, we were having breakfast together. A couple of my students had posted some things. One of them was actually was playing his guitar, and he used to play solos for me. We did a little touring. We went down to Pensacola. We went up to Columbus, Georgia, and toured the elementary schools during Christmas time. So it's a really great system, and it gets you started. If we went over maybe to the mall here in Dothan and handed out or just did a survey or something, said, would you like to take free guitar lessons? Would you like to participate? Probably every person you speak to, they say, I always wanted to do that. But if they actually sit down, we know that 50% will quit in 30 days.
Yeah.
Because their fingers hurt. It seems too hard. It seems like the hill is too tall to climb. And this gives us a little bit of a breather to help us get along that journey and see that they can actually make it to the other side.
That is awesome. Well, this sounds really great. So again, August 4th, 7 p.m. to roughly 8:30 at the church on Boll Weevil Circle.
Yep. And then each Monday after that. So next Monday, August 4th is the beginning.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Well, thank y'all so much for coming in today. This was a really great interview. I'm really excited about this. I know that's going to help out a lot of people.
We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.